everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I say that every single time, but really, thank you for being here. So this is episode 6 of my Bounce Back series. In today's episode, or in today's video, I'm gonna be updating you a little bit on my progress so far, my journey, what's kind of been going on, what I'm struggling with, as well as I wanna quickly go through my L.I.G.H.T method. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? Just totally kidding. So on Instagram, I actually just launched a 7-day weight loss series. So in this series, every single day, I'm giving kind of a weight loss tip that helped me with my fitness journey and what actually allowed me to lose all the weight that I did. So for those of you who don't know, at my heaviest, I actually weighed 197 pounds. And at my lowest, I was weighing 112 pounds when I stepped on stage for my first fitness competition. And mind you, all of this was done completely naturally. And there was no steroids, no surgeries, nothing, not even liposuction. That's just what I wanted to go through today. And then I also have a really fun dumbbell workout at the end because I like to put a workout in with every single video that I post on here. So let's get to it. We gotta stand up for something. Gotta stand up for something. So the L.I.G.H.T method is kind of an acronym that I created and something that I like to go by with every single one of my clients whenever I'm creating programs, whenever I'm talking to people, whenever I'm just engaging with others. It's something that's always in the back of my mind. So you guys are super lucky because Instagram had to wait every single day to get a new, tip. So I'm gonna put all of it in here in this video. So the L in L.I.G.H.T actually stands for loving yourself and loving the process. To kind of put this in a nutshell, you need to love the process. When I first started my fitness journey, I was severely bullied all through high school, all through grade school, and it's super easy for us to feel down, negative, frustrated, angry, and just all those negative emotions. That isn't gonna be what helps us get to our end result, which is obviously if it's weight loss, if it's muscle gain, if it's just becoming fit and healthy. So at the end of the day, we need to make sure that we're loving what we're doing every step of the way. And this goes for anything. It's not necessarily just for a weight loss journey, it's for a business journey, career journey, life journey. Every single goal that we have in life, if we're not enjoying the process to get there, we're never gonna feel fulfilled. So loving the process is super, super easy because that's what's gonna ensure a successful journey. I actually stands for imagination. So imagine yourself if you got to that point. And one of the things that I always do when I get on a call with a client is I help them kind of picture everything. So I feel like imagination and manifestation kind of go hand in hand. You need to be able to imagine yourself where you want to be, because by doing so, you're going to force your brain to kind of see that as an actual reality. So for example, every time I get on the phone with one of my clients, I always ask them, what would your life look like and how would you feel if you got to that point? So for me, it was, Evelyn, how are you going to feel if you woke up every single morning excited to look in the mirror, excited to put on clothes, excited to go shopping, and every single time someone asks you, hey, do you want to go out? Do you want to go to this party? Do you want to go to this event? And you just don't even think. You're like, yeah, I'll go. And because you're super confident. How will things be different? Imagine going to the store and being able to buy any bathing suit you want. If someone asks you to go to the beach, you're like, let's go. It's exciting. How will your life be different? For me, it was a lot of thinking, wow, I'm gonna be saving so much energy, because right now, or when I first started my fitness journey, I was spending so much time and so much energy putting towards thinking of what other people are thinking of me, all my fat rolls, all this and that. So by being able to imagine ourselves in that place we want to be, with that goal body, that goal life, that just being at that almost end point, if you will, what will your life look like? It's a very, very powerful feeling to be able to imagine everything that you feel to get to that point. Hopefully that made sense. So the G actually stands for goal setting. Obviously, we all know that you need to have a goal. Ideas kind of start in our head, and ideas only become things when we actually put goals and have a plan for it. So with the goal, I actually talked about SMART goal setting. So this one's a little bit long because it's another acronym. So I'm gonna be throwing a lot of acronyms at you. The S stands for specific. Specific just means that your goals need to be specific. It needs to answer the who, what, why, where, when. It's the difference between saying I want to lose fat versus I want to fit into this dress or this bikini. By having that specific goal, it gives you something to work towards. By just saying that you want to lose weight or if you want to gain weight, it's very vague. It's running without any finish line. M stands for measurable. We need to be able to measure our progress. So for me and for fitness journeys, it's taking photos, it's taking measurements, it's taking our weight, and it's putting it into a sheet so that every single week we're able to look back and see how far we've come, because it gives you motivation. It gives you drive to keep pushing. And that's a really important thing in my coaching, is that every single Saturday, that's what we're doing. We are assessing how the week went and to see if, okay, what changes do we need to make so that we can progress even further next week. A stands for attainable and achievable. So are we actually able to achieve it? So looking at all our different constraints, such as financial factors, are we able to realistically achieve that goal? So the R stands for relevant. It needs to be relevant to us. So it needs to be able to ask the questions, is this benefiting me? Is this gonna move my life forward? Is it actually aligning with all my other goals in life? It needs to be relevant to us and our goals. And the last one is T. T stands for time bound. So we need to be able to say, okay, where do we want to be in 6 months from now? Where do we want to be 6 years from now? So that you're able to kind of have that end point, if you will, and then work backwards. So people do this a lot in business, right? We look at quarterly goals, we look at mid-year goals, we look at end-year goals, and then it allows us to kind of work backwards and make sure that we're kind of on the right track. That's the G, which is goal setting, so SMART goals. The H stands for having a plan. I preach this all the time, especially when it was New Year's and people are always like, I want to get fit, I want to lose weight, I want to, get myself back on track for 2018. If we don't have a plan, we're not going to get anywhere. It's basically preaching to the choir, right? We're saying, oh, we want to lose weight, we want to do this and that. But if we don't have a plan, we have nothing to follow. If we have nothing to follow, then we're not being productive. And at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to see the results that we want. So having a plan. So for me, with every single one of my clients and for me, there's 3 parts to my program and coaching. So there's training, nutrition, and there's mindset. So by being able to have the plan with these 3 factors in there, we're ensuring success every single step of the way. So with training, it's always making sure that it's individualized, customized programs that are suitable for their goals and their lifestyle so that they can keep progressing every single week. Nutrition's kind of the same thing, making sure that you understand what nutrition is, how much you should be eating, what you should be eating, how certain foods affects your body. And then mindset is obviously my favorite part, because by being able to control our mindset and understanding where our thoughts are at, making sure that we understand why everything's happening, and if our numbers are constant, we're not changing, things like that. It's just making sure that our mindset is really healthy. And then the last one is T. Yes, I was confused with T from the SMART goals versus T from the L.I.G.H.T method. So the T actually stands for trusting the process and trusting yourself. And this one, I would honestly argue, is probably the most important, because every single time we start off a journey, a lot of us are very discouraged because we've set so many goals. If you're like me, then you've probably done the whole, I screwed up, I'm gonna start on Monday, I'm gonna start next week. And then next thing you know, 52 weeks have gone by, and it's really difficult because you don't feel like you're capable of achieving anything anymore, because we've just let ourselves down over and over again. And this happened to me so many times, it's not even funny, until I reached out to a coach and I had somebody hold me accountable. But being able to trust that you are able to do it, you are strong, you are capable, and you are able to achieve anything. That is what's important, because at the end of the day, if you look at the training and nutrition, there's so much stuff on the web. If people just went by that, everyone would be successful. But there's a reason why many people aren't successful, is because they doubt themselves and they doubt that they're able to achieve it. With my fitness journey, I was 197 down to 112 pounds. If I was able to do that naturally, I have no doubt that you're able to achieve any freaking goal you want. Let's just quickly recap on the L.I.G.H.T method. So loving yourselves and loving the process. Imagination. Imagine what your life will be like if you reach those goals. Goal setting, so SMART goals. Having a plan, and trusting yourself and trusting in the process. If you have all those together, you are unstoppable. You are going to be able to achieve your goals. Let's just take a recap of my life right now. So when I first started off this journey, I was like 161 pounds. I was very terrified to share my story because yeah, if you just went back to the first one, then you'll probably be able to see that. But I didn't have anyone holding me accountable. I am a full-time coach and I deal with a lot of clients. My clients come first, they're my first priority. So with me, it was really difficult because it's hard holding so many other people accountable and then trying to hold yourself accountable because it just doesn't work that way. So I actually reached out to a coach and life has changed so drastically for me. Ever since I have this coach looking over my progress and everything, my results are starting to really show. My muscles building, I'm sweating, I'm enjoying my workouts, I'm doing more cardio, which is unheard of. And it's funny because a lot of this programming isn't any different than what I would program myself, but just by having somebody look over and look after me and knowing that I need to report back to someone and someone's holding me accountable is making all the difference in the world. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, any comments, concerns, anything like that, please either Instagram me, Facebook me, post in the comments here, email me, I don't know. And now let's get to the dumbbell workout. And this entire workout and all the exercises can be done at home. All you really need are a set of dumbbells, and if you have handy, a exercise ball or just like a little bench that kind of looks like that.
Woke up and just felt right, phone blown like a tailpipe. Today's schedule airtight, it turn a short day into a long night. See you soon if you got the heart, meet you outside Rennie Park. Hurry up if it's getting dark, won't say much and that says a lot. Hop into that old bands, drive through that road ends. Good time with some old friends, I got just a thing if you so tense. One, let's go do something. She got me stoned as Medusa, zoned out with a blank stare, I'm looking into the future. Hold up, ain't nothing going.
Next we have tricep dips. You can do this either on a chair, on a sofa, it's totally up to you.
Hello, it's good to finally let go, I ain't worried about a thing, I just like to keep it mellow, yeah.
Then we have overhead tricep extensions.
I like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow.
The last exercise is seated dumbbell lateral raises. So you can either do this seated or standing up. It's totally up to you. We're just gonna pretend that these are small weights or that there's actually something in them. Well, that concludes the end of this YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I hope you enjoyed what I was talking about before the workout. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every single Thursday. I love you guys. I appreciate you. You matter. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye.